Now his failure is complete.
Your failure is complete, Bob. Kathy, your failure is complete. Have a story here that I find incredibly interesting, being a Disney guy like I am. I will have to maneuver it a little bit here, but that's okay. It's well worth it. It's well worth it. There we go. I need you guys to see this title. Disney's $1 billion Star Wars hotel to be converted into offices for future Walt Disney World projects. That's an exclusive out of the Wrap. And that's a wrap for Disney Star Wars. The Mandalorian Grogu movie, I don't know how good it's going to be. I know Dave Filoni's in there stirring the pot, so I'm not exactly encouraged. I know a lot of people like Dave. I'm not one of them. I think he ruined Mando Season 3 by inserting his characters. And Ahsoka was mediocre. And I can already see where he's going to have his Mandalorian Jedi princess overtake Grogu. That plot line is already there. But this is about the hotel and how it's going to be turned into office space. Those looking for a return to the Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, the $1 billion Star Wars theme hotel and experience that Disney opened on March 1st, 2022 and closed the following September, will probably have to put that dream aside. As of now, there are no signs that it'll be able to return to the galaxy far, far away. According to several sources, including an individual close to the company, the building that formerly housed the immersive adventure, located near Disney's Hollywood Studios at Walt Disney World, is being converted into offices for Walt Disney Imagineering, the secretive arm of the company responsible for theme park attractions, retail locations, and cruise ships. They're also the group responsible for the destruction of so many of the things that we love at these parks. When you have tens of square miles to expand upon. Walt Disney Imagineering will be using the building as a hub for several expansion projects coming to the experience of Walt Disney World Resort, including, among others, the Latin America of Disney's Animal Kingdom that will be home to Encanto, and Indiana Jones-themed attractions, the upcoming Cars, and Disney's villain-themed land opening at the Magic Kingdom, which in the process will destroy Tom Sawyer's Island and reduce Frontierland. Classic Disney attractions designed by Walt himself. And Monsters, Inc. land, complete with Door Chase coaster arriving at Disney's Hollywood Studios. That Monsters, Inc. coaster is perhaps the most controversial because it calls for the removal of Jim Henson's beloved final project, Muppet Vision 3D. That is a travesty. The late, great Jim Henson, his final project, seen by many as one of his greatest projects ever done, Muppet Vision 3D, to be eliminated, so that you can put in Monsters, Inc. I personally don't know who's got a larger legacy, Monsters, Inc. or The Muppets, but I don't know. I guess that's just me. I am kind of showing my age a little bit here. Let's go down here a little bit. This is what I wanted to cite. While the Starcruiser experience only lasted a little more than a year, it had been memorialized by those who actually did it and those who watched a video essayist and Disney Park superfan Jenny Nicholson's 4-hour takedown of the Enterprise, which has a whopping 11 million views on YouTube. I've watched the entire thing. She goes piece by piece, unit by unit, dollar for dollar on this experience. And she eviscerates it. Says it's worth at most $800 per person. That's insane considering that they were charging multiple thousands of dollars for this experience. I'm going to actually make sure to link Jenny's video in this. If you haven't seen it, it really is worth watching if you're a Disney fan. She takes it down hard. And she does so perfectly well. She does so perfectly. So it's going to be turned over to Walt Disney Imagineering. Well, I have to say, I find that to be incredibly ironic that Walt Disney Imagineering, the group responsible for its construction, its theming, and everything about it, gets to sit in their $1 billion failure as they contemplate the destruction of beloved attractions such as Muppet Vision 3D, Tom Sawyer Island. So they can put in a Cars ride, which I like Cars. I'm actually a very big fan of the Cars 1 and 3 movies. I think they're outstanding. The first one, I think, is a Disney classic. But that doesn't mean you need to be tearing apart Tom Sawyer Island in order to accommodate it when you have tens of square miles of open space in and around Magic Kingdom, in and around Animal Kingdom, in and around Hollywood Studios for you to do these things. This is, once again, this is Disney spitting in everyone's face. They love to do this. Their whole deal, as of late, is to spit in your face. That's why they're one of the few companies that has not announced the end of DEI in the Walt Disney Corporation. By the way, they have the same stockholders as Costco. So you can see how hard this is going to be to try to root out from that company. Bob has implanted it so deep that it will take years to root out. This company has a long way to go if it's ever going to recover. And I don't know that it's going to. I honestly don't. And I think Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser being used by Walt Disney Imagineering is a perfect irony that they have to sit in their $1 billion failure, look at it every single day as they contemplate what they're doing. It won't make a difference to these woke activists that are currently in the company. The company has to be completely cleaned out. Frankly, I think it needs to be made private. I think it needs to be bought by a private consortium. I don't think being publicly traded is good for it. Not in this environment where you have a BlackRock, a State Street, and a Vanguard. By the way, like I said, they are also the primary shareholders in Costco, who just voted 98% by their shareholders to retain all of their DEI programs. You can see where it will go with Disney. So Galactic Starcruiser, offices for Imagineering. Look at your failure, guys. Look at your failure. This is on you. And this is on you, Bob. And just one more time for good measures. Bob, this is for you.